Welcome back to Wave of Docker, First Watch Friday, the series where I go over the films that I've watched over the last 7 days. Watched a lot of films, and let's get into it. First up, Mulholland Drive by Mr. David Lynch. May he rest in peace. Um, this is the film that I feel like is the most touted in his filmography in terms of I feel like quality. Like obviously, the Eraserhead being his first, his adaptation of Dune being obviously immensely impactful, Blue Velvet up there as well. But I feel like Mulholland Drive, like I said, is touted as probably being his best work. And I feel like of the ones I've seen, I've now seen four of his films. Another one I'm going to talk about during this episode, but I feel like this is the most easily accessible. I don't know, but this film is also insanely bizarre. I loved it though. I thought Naomi Watts was absolutely fantastic. She blew me away. And she's also very pretty in this film. Um, yeah, I mean, just a really great cast as well. Laura Harring was great. Justin Theroux. I mean, everybody was great. The whole cast was really good. That like scary dumpster monster thing freaked me out. Um, And this is a film where it's like, and I think Lynch has been very open and kind of expressing, or he was very open, obviously. He was very open about expressing how you don't really need to understand his films. It's more about experiencing them. And I felt that with this film. Like I kind of experienced, I was able to experience this film without kind of craving to be like, oh, what was that box? What was kind of that whole final 20-minute sequence? I was just like, oh, I'm going to allow this film to kind of wash over me and take me, places where I haven't been before and allow this to be a film that just kind of presented a very unique story and visual experience. And I thought it was really great. Yeah, I mean, I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was fantastic. Like I said, Naomi Watts, wonderful. David Lynch, may he rest in peace. This film was great. Next up, The Brutalist. Saw this in IMAX. Absolutely insane. Guy Pearce, I hope he wins Best Supporting Actor. Adrian Brody was great, but I do want to see Timothy Chalamet win Best Actor for A Complete Unknown. But I mean, this film just kicked absolute ass. My review, some of the best score work we have ever seen, and Guy Pearce is like a Simpsons character in this. I can't explain it. I don't know. I think the way that he kind of carried himself was just very not exaggerated, but like I don't know. I feel like I could see like a character like his existing in the Simpsons world. Like he's just kind of like that, you know, that careless wealth. He's so like he's like I find our conversations very intellectually stimulating. I've told you that before. It's like, oh, how poetic. And just like him barreling into the house when Laszlo and Attila are working on the library. He's like, "What is this? My aging mother, she's sick and she's coming in here for the weekend and she sees all this mess and all your whatever." Like, I was just cracking up. I thought he was so funny in this. And then, in the second act or the second half, he really takes a dark turn in kind of his character. Um, this film is just so. I mean, it has been described as monumental, and it really is. I think this film is probably going to win Best Picture, although I'm a Dune Part 2 truther, but I mean, this film just kind of has all the chops of a Best Film winner. But yeah, I mean, incredible performances all around. The score was fantastic. I've been listening to Epilogue Venice a bunch since I watched it. The epilogue was just great. I mean, top to bottom, just a really great film. I think the first half is the strongest. I think that's kind of the consensus, and there has been admitted some use of AI throughout. I don't really mind. I enjoyed it, and I think you should go watch it. Honestly, I want to go see it again, but like it is 3.5 hours long, but still, absolutely fantastic. Guy Pearce, my goat, he was incredible in this. Rewatch Temple of Doom. It's definitely the weakest of the original three. That's obvious. A Different Man. Starring Sebastian Stan, Adam Pearson, directed by Aaron Schimberg. I really like this film. I saw that it was out on streaming, and I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna check this out. Um, and I didn't really like, for some reason I thought that Adam Pearson would be portraying Sebastian Stan's character before the surgery, but I guess it was just Sebastian Stan's character in an Adam Pearson-esque mask, and then he got it removed obviously through the surgery. And then I just love, it's such like a unique story to tell of a man who, had a facial deformity, was able to, I guess, get it removed or lose it via, medication and surgery, and then a guy walks into his life who has the exact same appearance. It's so. I mean, there's really no way to explain it. I think you should just watch it. It's on HBO Max. It's really funny, dark comedy. But like, I don't know, Sebastian Stan gives such an incredible performance, and I'm honestly really surprised that he got nominated for The Apprentice instead of this, because I mean he won a Golden Globe for this. But yeah, he was awesome, and you can just see in his face here that he's just losing it throughout, and it's just so funny that like when he had the deformity, he just lacked that charisma and just kind of the self confidence, and then Adam Pearson's character walks in, and is just beloved by everybody because he takes advantage of the kind of the peg that he's been taken down just due to the fact that he has that deformity, and then he's able to, I don't know. It's just I don't know, I think it's just a really like smart comedy. I don't know. I really liked it. Check it out. Eraserhead, David Lynch. This film, I mean, it's his first feature length. I mean, I said he was really just doing anything. This is just. I hated that like weird lady with like the chipmunk cheeks. That was freaking me out. Yeah, I mean the whole thing. Honestly, I was honestly expecting this whole film to be silent. Like I think this film could work as a kind of silent, dialogueless film because it just has those visceral images throughout. Like that opening sequence with the weird wart guy pulling the levers. I don't know. This is definitely my least favorite of the four I've watched. It's. I mean, I love black and white. Really like the set design. There was some really strong. Like it really felt like. It was like a set of like miniatures. Honestly, like there was a handful of shots where I was like, oh, this is a miniature, and then we're just going to cut into the set where the characters are interacting. But like I guess just like the lighting and the way everything was blocked, that it just kind of seemed like it was miniature. I thought that was really impressive, but I don't know. It was kind of lost on me. I really did not enjoy this as much as his other works. Last Crusade. I mean, this is just right up there with Raiders for me. So strong. Gone Girl, David Fincher. This film is crazy. I kind of had some semblance of the twist going into it, but I was still like really taken aback by just how calculated. What's her name? Rosamund Pike's character was Amy and Nick. I thought that was just really interesting. I thought Tyler Perry was great as what was his name, like Tanner Bolt. I thought he was. It's kind of interesting seeing him in a drama like this. Ben Affleck was really strong, just kind of playing like not like the jock, but almost like just kind of the. I don't know. It was just kind of. I thought he was really great in this, and just my boy Bold Holbrook showed up stealing all the money from Amy. I thought that was really great, but it's funny. Like I always like this trope. I can't really think of any other examples, but I know I've seen it before where a meticulous, very calculated individual has a very unique and like drawn out plan, and then it falls apart based on a factor that they underestimated or were not anticipating at all, and that kind of happened to Amy's character. But like the final 20 minutes are just so damn tense, where she shows back up just covered in blood, and they're just so like just like the tension in those last 20 minutes is just so intense where you're just like, is she gonna kill him in his sleep? And I don't know, the plan was just kind of dumb. Like everything leading up to the fact that she was gonna kill herself was kind of bizarre. Like her whole thing was like to get her husband arrested for killing her life or like killing who she was, but then you want to kill yourself too. Like I felt that was just kind of dumb, and that just kind of defeated the purpose of the whole. Like you're not gonna get the satisfaction of your husband getting arrested if you kill yourself, and maybe that's the whole point, that she just wasn't. It's kind of like how the Riddler, was trying to stick it to the Gotham wealthy by blowing up all the poor parts of the neighborhood, and he just didn't really think about that. I think that's kind of what Fincher was maybe going, or maybe the author of the book. I don't know, but I really like this movie film. Really tense, and the score was done by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. That's cool. I like them. Bridesmaids. I thought she was Jessica Alba for about half the film, but it's actually Rose Byrne. And I feel like there's some similarity in there. It was funny. There were some really good bits. Melissa McCarthy was hilarious all throughout. I love her. She's really great. Maya Rudolph, obviously, Kristen Wiig, like very strong cast. Ellie Kemper, I forget her name, but I liked it. I liked it, but it's also, I mean, it's 2.5 stars. Like I felt it was just so damn long. It's only like 2 hours, I think. Yeah, it's a little over 2 hours, and I just felt that it was so damn long. Like it just got to a point where I was just like, oh my gosh, is this still going on? Like there was just so many drawn out pieces. I thought the airplane sequence was really fun. I mean, there's like I said, there's some really great bits, but I just felt it was just so damn long. But Melissa McCarthy was like, I know, how about we do a Fight Club bridesmaid party? Maybe we just beat the shit out of her. I thought that was really funny. Melissa McCarthy is funny and everything. So yeah, I mean, I liked it, but I don't know. I really didn't have like around like hour one, like hour and a half maybe. I was just so done with it. I was like, all right, this needs to end. I'm sick of this. But it was fun. I liked it. And those are all the films I watched this week. What films did you watch this week? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like the video and subscribe. Peace out.